Alright, what's good everybody? Chris here again, Chris Goes Outdoors, back today for part number 6 of my Appalachian trail gear videos. And today we're going to be going over electronics. My gear list for electronics might be a little larger than most people's, as I do intend on videoing my entire experience, but I figure it might be helpful for you anyway. Going to show you what I keep in my bag, what I have in my pocket, as well as the gear I'm going to be using to record and edit video. Let's do it. So right off the bat, my editing will all be done on my cell phone. This is an iPhone 6 Plus. It's worked really well for me. It's a 64 gig model, so it's got a decent amount of space. Not going to change what isn't broken. So right here is where a small conundrum of mine is. I have 2 camera options and I kind of want to take both. Realistically, it's probably unnecessary. I'm leaning much more towards the GoPro. I have a GoPro Hero 4 Silver. I'm much more familiar with this camera than I am the Sony RX100 Mark III I have here. So both cameras have their pros and cons. The GoPro I am exceptionally familiar with. I've used it extensively. It's fairly rugged. It takes decent video in normal lighting. Low light does leave something to be desired. The external mic system I have on here is excellent. Helps reduce wind noise a ton, and that's great. The system I have rigged up to it too attaches directly to my trekking pole. It is identical to this little setup right here. So the trekking pole goes in here, GoPro goes on the end, and you can move it down, up, left, right, whatever direction you need it. The Sony can do the same, which is actually what this one is for. I just don't have it attached currently. But it's nice. It's a very great compact little system. The Sony weighs more at around 10 ounces. Has okay audio with the little makeshift windscreen I have on top. You cannot use an external microphone with this, unfortunately. It would be great if you could. However, it does take exceptionally nice video and really great pictures. It does very well in low light situations. It's not particularly rugged, which is another concern. So as you can see, I've been going back and forth, racking my brain about which to take. And it's tough. I'm definitely leaning more toward the GoPro, but I do kind of want to take both, at least for the beginning, see what happens, and who knows? That decision still needs to be made. I have 2 extra batteries for the Sony if I choose to take it, 2 extra batteries for the GoPro. I have 3 extra AAA batteries for this right here, which is a Black Diamond Revolt headlamp. These batteries are rechargeable, and they last a long time, so these might be a little bit overkill. I usually just keep these for winter use, so these may not make it, but I may keep them just in case. We'll see what happens. We'll see what I decide last minute. Great headlamp, by the way. Rechargeable in the field. Could not recommend this headlamp more. Got elastics on both sides here. These are kind of double use. These I use in my beard, and I also use elastics to mount the microphone on my GoPro. I have an extra GoPro screw right here and right here, so those are always handy to have. They do get lost here and there, they do break sometimes. I have a stick pick, which is nice. It attaches to the end of your trekking pole tip, and you can pop a camera on there and make yourself a little quick access selfie stick. Gonna keep that around in the event that this thing breaks off my trekking pole for some reason. Right here is a GoPro tool, so this is just to undo screws and stuff that have become too tight. It's a negligible weight, so definitely gonna take that around with me. It's handy to have for sure. Right here I have a case with some extra mini SD cards in there. It's got my information on it in case I lose them. So if you happen to find this on the trail, please return it. This is kind of like my life right here. This right here is a cell phone adapter for a tripod. You could put this on a tripod or on the stick pick here, fasten it on, and then you can use your cell phone on the end of your trekking pole to record video. I have a micro to mini USB adapter right here, just in the event I ever need it. Again, negligible weight, might as well have it around. I have this guy right here. This is an Aki dual port USB wall charger, very compact. The prongs pop right in to the back, flip down, just like that. Stows away really nice. Have a micro USB cable. This is for the 3-volt. It will also charge my Sony RX100. I have the GoPro charger cable right here. This right here is a USB to 3.5 millimeter. It's an extra cable for the mic system that I use on my GoPro. This is a 6-foot long lightning cable for my iPhone. I chose to go with the 6 feet in the event that I'm somewhere I'm not completely tethered to the wall. I can have it plugged in and then hopefully get, a decent distance away from the wall that I can, still move around and do stuff with my phone. So that's why I chose 6 foot on that. And this right here is a 13,000 milliamp hour Anker battery charger. And it's a pretty decent battery charger. I do have a 20,000 milliamp hour that weighs almost double what this is. I believe it's 15 point something ounces. This one I believe is 8.6 or something around there. So I'm torn as to which one to bring. I feel like this will suffice, but I'm debating bringing the larger one. We'll see how that goes though. That's it for my electronics. Okay, and that's gonna wrap it up, everyone. I have some final decisions to make as far as my recording gear goes, but I believe everything else is all set, good to go electronic wise. I don't really intend on switching anything else out in my little system I have here. So with that said, I'll put all the weights of everything right about here so you can take a look at all that, maybe compare to your own electronics bag. I do believe mine's probably a little bit heavier just based on the amount of stuff I'm taking, of course. So, alright, and that's gonna wrap it up, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you got something out of it. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping it a like, comment, or subscribe. All of those things will help my videos appear more relevant to YouTube. It's greatly appreciated. You can check me out on Instagram as well, at Chris Goes Outdoors. It's the only social media I update, so if you're into that type of thing, definitely follow me on there. I'll try to be updating that all along the trail as I go. And thanks again for watching, everyone. Tune in for the next one. We'll see you out on the trail.